Hello and welcome into match day 17. I think we're on 17 now. Showing the main bracket again. Preston Crayon in the championship. Joe and Adam in the third place match. That's what we're building to. We just wrapped up. Jump into the Ninals here. Just wrapped up the Ninals. Sprite took it down over Colin. We're not going to talk about that 11als match. No one cares about that that one anyway. Anyway, Fivals bracket. We go and Gibby in the Fivals, but right now we're heading to Jacob and Conair in the Sevenals. That doesn't roll off the tongue as well. 7th place match. So Jacob and Conair both lost their matches to We Go and Gibby respectively on the way here, and I think they were both they were both pre-quarters bye round folks. So Preston barely beat Jacob, but now Preston's in the championship. And Conair kind of got dunked on by Adam, and he's in the 3rd place match. So if you're going purely off opposition strength, Jacob might have an edge here, but I don't know if we can really draw that conclusion here. Because Conair put up a good fight against Gibby, and Jacob similarly put up a decent fight against Wego. So, who knows? Let's see how it goes. Should be fun. Let's take a look at these teams. Overall-wise, Conair has about a 7 overall advantage. Per the graphics that are overlaid, not the actual game reporting. That one's 10. But, on the Buffalo Bills, Conair's Bills, we've got Aaron Rodgers playing quarterback with Jared Goff and Baker Mayfield backing it up. Backing that thing up. Running back, we've got Miles Sanders, and I believe James Conner is the one who fills in on power sets. Devin Singletary and Nyheim Hines just kind of chilling. Wide receiver trio, we got Deebo Samuel, Deebo Samuel, Keenan Allen, and Adam Thielen. Might be a little bit of Tyler Boyd, but not a ton. Adam Thielen's going to wear 89, and he's kind of tall, so he kind of looks like a tight end. Don't be thrown off by that. Otherwise, Tyler Boyd, Robbie Chosen Anderson, if you will, and Chase Claypool hanging out as well. Main tight end here is Tyler Conklin. Gave Tyler Boyd the more preferred 83 jersey number because he's a more recognizable person, despite Conklin getting more field time. So look for an 86 on that one. Bills defense, of course, and stud kicker for the Bengals, Evan McPherson, as the kicker here. Over on Jacob's side, we've got the Texans, so Lovie Smith hanging out. Tua Tagovailoa is the quarterback. Running back, we're going to see David Montgomery, maybe a little bit of A.J. Dillon. I'm not sure how this one shakes out. Breece Hall's on the roster as well. Same with Tyler Algier, Khalil Herbert, Michael Carter, and Zonovan Bam Knight. We'll see. We'll see some mix of them, I'm sure. Mostly Montgomery. Wide receivers, we got a mix of Jamar Chase, Chris Godwin, and Odell Beckham Jr., with Deontay Johnson, Romeo Doubs, and Terrace Marshall hanging out on the bench. Calvin Ridley is also... the rights to Calvin Ridley belong to Jacob. I think that's the way to phrase that. But Madden kind of yeeted him. Do people still say yeeted? Madden kind of yeeted him from the game after the whole gambling thing. So he'll be back in next year's game, and of course available to play now that he's reinstated to the league and traded to Jacksonville. But for the purposes of this tournament, he is non-existent. And then tight ends, Darren Waller and James Mitchell. And of course, Jacob testing my patience and not rostering a kicker or defense by the end of the season. So therefore, he gets the lowest rated defense and the most Illinois-related head coach in the Houston Texans. And the worst kicker by attributes I could find, which I think is Sam Ficken, if that name rings a bell. So... let's do it. Sevenals. Yeah? Sevenals. Yeah. Quick presentation, 12-minute quarters, and 15-second accelerated clock, as always. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, take it away.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Let's go, man. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And they get the guard, John Runyon. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. That's returnable now for Smith. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Toss left to Montgomery. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Texans.
Jacob striking first, Chris Godwin, tutty.
12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. On 1st and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. Tua now on 1st down. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
On second down, a run with Hall. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Working with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, the big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Sanders will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Sanders again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills are within an extra.
There it is, early second quarter. Miles Sanders with the return play. Game's all tied up.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7.
Get him going, baby. Let's go.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll give to Hall. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Tua. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Beckham. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Back to the ground with Hall. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hall again on 2nd down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Von Miller, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. You just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have now moved out in front. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Tua going to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Being chased out left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua to throw again. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Darren Waller from 3 yards out. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Ficken, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Rodgers. Left side here to Sanders. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Man, that is deflating going into the break. You're in a position with a chance to tie the game, but this kick is off the mark, and they're going to remain 3 points down heading into the break.
Tua, a final shot before half. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Now Tua. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he'll find Hall. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 41, Tua. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Dances by him. Room here to run. Touchdown. Breece Hall, 41 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. They'll roll him out right. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Rodgers to throw once more. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Nice third down conversion at even 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
But if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McPherson's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Let's go, man. Turn it up. This is your game, man. You gotta have it. Let's play. Come on, baby. Get low. I know you hype. I know you hype. Let's be perfect.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston's offense taking over again, and they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Rodgers. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, He's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 16, Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Conair. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Conair's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Sanders. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run it. This is Conair. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Conair taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. McPherson now for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Quick slant complete to OBJ. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on third down? He completes it to Beckham. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps how the guy can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw again on second down. Tua. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down for... And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Picking on now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. On first down, Rodgers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Rodgers. Give him another one right back to Allen. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Allen's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers going deep here for Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bills. Tyler Conklin, a 7-yard.
All right, I've been kind of absent on this cast, but this is lit. We're tied up here with 4 minutes left.
This game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Let's go, baby. Let's go now. Let's go. Do it. Let's ride, dog. We gotta be big time now. It's showtime, baby.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Play action. Now it's Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Toss left to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Tua going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills ready to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now Rodgers. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
2nd and 2. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another run with Sanders. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Oh my god, we're finally back online. I've been troubleshooting internet problems. Recording's good, but I'm only back on the stream just now. Conair's driving and trying to win this in the final seconds. We had some drama here.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, they would have loved to have scored a touchdown there, but this still sets them up for a game-winning field goal attempt.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor, and the hole closes quickly here. He can find only
man, Texans are out of timeouts. They're just gonna field goal it. This is gonna be the winner. No clincher.
Without a doubt, and so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, they were big favorites coming in, but they had to work for this one.
It certainly wasn't the walk in the park that you expected coming into this one. I have a suspicion that in their meetings next week, head coach going to talk to him a little bit about focus, don't you think?
Yeah, because down the stretch, there was some nail-biting going on. And you're right. I think not only the fans,
that came down to the wire.
But those folks inside that locker room, they expected a comfortable victory.
Closing
Yeah,
seconds field
did,
goal.
and that just tells you about the NFL. Any given game,
The funny thing about these like finals week games is like while they're super exciting, dramatic like that, like the net difference is like 7th choice versus 6th choice. All right, let's take a look. Conair wins. He has beaten Jacob by the skin of one's ball sack. That's a victory in the Seminoles. And that's going to do it for tonight. We still got 3 more matches in this tournament. We've got Wego and Gibby. That'll be the next one. And, of course, back to the main tournament, we got Joe versus Adam and our Super Bowl Preston versus Crayon. I'm going to try to knock those out in a single night another time this week. I don't know what time that'll be. That might be like Friday? I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I'll let you guys know when I know. How's that sound? Anyway, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks for tuning in if you tuned in. Thanks for ignoring the fact that my internet crapped out for about 2 whole quarters in this last game. The recording has got everything. That'll be up on YouTube. Otherwise, cheers. We're through 17 match days, 3 to go. And then the draft is in 8 days now. Yeah, 2 hours short of 8 days. That's when the draft is. So see y'all then. Peace.